can be operationally defined into purpose, understanding, responsibility, enjoyment. So this is, I'll give you a pure test. Have you done a pure test? Yeah. The pure test is for a way to measure the meaningfulness in life. Yeah, we'll talk about that later on. Purpose is very important. You know why? Because purpose helps to clarify your life direction, where you're going. When you get on an airplane or get in a boat, you have to know your destination, where are you going, the overall direction of your life. If you do not have a direction in life, you say, oh, my direction in life is just to make money, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. Oh, my direction in life is to find more pleasure, you're in trouble again. But you have direction, there have some meaning to it. Right? It's not just money and pleasure. And your purpose also clarify your values. What really matters to you? What is ultimately important? What really matters? Your family, your friend, your child, or children's future. There are many Chinese people, Chinese couple, give up a good job to come to Canada. You know why? Because they want to create a better future for their children. Right? They sacrifice themselves. They couldn't find a job that's similar to what they had in China. Because their purpose is to sacrifice their own happiness for the children, but still a valuable, worthy purpose. The important part of purpose is try to organize your activities and deliver your daily plan. So your purpose tend to give you a sense of priority, right? But every day so much to be done. My wife is multitasking. Oh, that's a poor skills, right? Do you know why poor skills? Because I say, oh my dear wife, okay? I said, listen to me carefully, okay?
I bet you're going to hear about this tonight at dinner.
They always multiple tasks there. But some tasks are more important than other tasks, my dear. You have to focus on the tasks that are the most urgent, most important, not the tasks that you enjoy most, right? The time you enjoy most, you talk to people and the small things. But you miss out the main thing. So the purpose is important. This is the ladies, right?
We love you guys.
but it's important. It's fine to do multitasking. But guys say, well, first and first, they got to get job done, right? I have to get this lecture ready, right? Others, oh, I have one lesson to do. I don't know. And then her revenge comes when you take over again. And the last point is how to discover and pursue the calling. I'm going to talk about that in the next lesson. Okay? Okay, Rebecca? Now, understanding is also an important part of living a meaningful life. Understanding means using your head, right? You have a brain, right? You have a brain. Right? You're not a fool, you're not stupid. Right? But many people act as if they have no brain. Now, this time pick on guys now. I know the guys now, they don't understand. They don't know what their wife is going through. The wife is crying out for help. The wife is suffering, but the guy is still blind. Well, what do you complain about? You have food on the table, what do you complain about? But she's unhappy. Have you found out why she's not happy? See, one of my points in life to keep my wife happy, right? She verified that, right? Dear, what can I make you happy? Right? That's why I'm okay, right? So after so many years, after 46 years, I'm still okay because I make that my purpose of life. So guys, you gotta, you better make that your purpose of life is to please your wife. You hear me? your future wife, your girlfriend, whatever, and then you'll be safe. If your wife is unhappy, you're finished. I'm telling the truth, right? 过来人I'm an experienced person, right? If your wife is miserable, your life finished. You know, you don't have a home,
That's true.
right? Yeah. So my purpose in life is serve God and please my wife. Okay, so now I redeem myself now.
Well, because you're both one, right?
Yeah.
So if
But still
she's-
I do
that's
personality.
she's literally the other half of you.
Yeah,
so
but
if
still I
she's
do
happy-
personality, right?
Yeah.
But I make a point to make her happy.
Yeah.
Right? Now she can verify that, right? She says yes, right? Yeah. I make a point of everything. What can I do to make her happy? I make a point to make her happy. Otherwise, I'm gonna otherwise I got kicked out of the door, right?
Let's go shopping.
So, she said shopping. So I said, okay, shop. You want? Okay, go shopping. I just sit around with my writing pen. I'm happy with the writing pen. With my pen, my writing hand, so writing my poetry, writing my essay, whatever. She can shop anything you want. But if she has spent more than $1,000, she can consult me, right? She can spend a few $100, that's fine. So she didn't ask me, okay? She can do anything you want. Right? That makes her happy. Right? You can control her, she'll be unhappy. Then I'm in trouble.